Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined they.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be A touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, set.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Right here, right here.
On 1st down, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bell running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Hey, one set. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Yo, lady.
Now Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Come on, set. Come on. Be set. Come on. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they come up now, second and goal. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 43.
Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's our time.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Keep going, O, keep going.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that as well. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And take it right on the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Anunua's got it. Complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Right there.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Walk the lady. 54. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for Anunoa. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Anunoa, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. A give to Bell. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, it's Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. First half in the books. You're watching the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And now running right through it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
50 seconds. 50 seconds. It's been a long day for you. Red 80. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Bravo.
Watch the air. Young lady.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Darnold now to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
High 7.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 46 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal. At
the 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just, lady. It's just me and you. Mike spot forward. Mike spot forward.
Darnold from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Keep it up. Keep it up. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Lady.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out of the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run on first down. Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.